All right, let's go ahead and jump into our first viewer submitted list in quite a while, actually. We took a few weeks off. So this is kind of an interesting one. It's the adventure in-wall keeper, basically splashing the Showdown of the Skalds and the Bone Crusher Giants. Both very, very good cards. It doesn't have, like, you know, Embercleave, which I'm used to seeing with Bone Crusher Giant and the Shadowdown, but it doesn't really need it. We've got a couple of flying evasive creatures, which will come in really handy with the Toski, Bearer of Secrets. So it looks like a pretty fun deck. We have a couple of modal lands for removal, the Clarion Spirit. It works really nice with the Showdowns. So we just have a ton of different strategies that can actually win us the game in a bunch of different ways, with card advantage, you know, all the way to flying, evasive, and removal. So let's go ahead and give it a try in a standard event. This is our first deck, submitted by Yanks. As always with the standard events, guys, you get your money back at 4 wins. You can go up to 7 or 3 losses. 4 wins gets you your money back and a bunch of free cards. And then you get more more higher rarity cards and more gold if you go over 4 wins. So for those of you guys who are trying to build a collection, this is really where you want to be. So let's try to get 4 wins. This is my first time piloting the deck, guys, so there's going to be some mistakes. Feel free to, you know, help me play in a productive way. Comment below if you think that, you know, there was a line I didn't see. All right, so we've got Clarion Spirit. We don't have red land, but that's okay. We really only have the 4 red cards. Now we do have 2 of them in our hand, but I think this is okay still, right? With the Clarion Spirit, the Elite Spellbinder, and Lovestruck Beast. This is a little bit where I struggle with Constructed, only because you have to mulligan, I think a little bit more aggressively in Constructed than you do in Limited, just because Limited cardboard, physical cardboard is king. So having a more reasonable curve is not always going to pay off as well. All right, we're not going to attack. Wow, similar deck, right? Instead of green, they've got the black, which is going to be really interesting to see what that is. Okay, so we can actually trigger here if we put this as red. I think we Bone Crusher Giant here, and we definitely play the Sentinel to trigger the Clarion Spirit, and this just says a 1/1 creature, which we now have with the Clarion Spirit, so that's actually really nice. A lot of times when you're running Lovestruck Beast, the only thing that allows Lovestruck Beast to attack is itself, its own princess card, which is sometimes easy to lose, so this is pretty nifty. I like that the Clarion Spirit triggers that. That's beautiful. I'm trying to remember the deck in like which we would most likely need multiples of. Not running Embercleaves. I think the deck is like more green with like the Edgewall Innkeepers and stuff. Those are things you're going to more likely want to play in multiples. Let's see what they've got in their hand, I think. Uh-oh. I don't like any of these options. Uh-oh. Well, poop. Yeah, so they're gonna be able to clear my board now, right? Might as well attack with everything, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna get to pick what stays on the board, so, because they definitely have the black-red. The nice thing is that they're not going to get to keep anything if they do it. Interesting. So I think what I want to do is just get the wellspring in my hand. We are currently ahead. Problem is we don't have removal. So if they choose not to board clear here, what does that look like for us? Maybe we just play the Bone Crusher Giant to push the issue. Because if they just play like the Angel, we can't actually do much, right? Whoa, that's a draw. Green. All right, so we're just gonna play the Shadow down. And I'm pretty happy to sit here. I think if they don't board clear, they might be in a little bit of trouble. Next turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Okay. Purple takedown. Equal to the number of creatures you control. No blocks. So we don't really want to lose the Scald, right? And then it goes Edgewall, Innkeeper. We're only going to lose... We only lose one thing. So I do think we go Edgewall, Innkeeper. Equal to the number of creatures you control, which is basically 0. Maybe I should have just gianted instead of the second Innkeeper and just let the Innkeeper die. Yeah, we only lose the takedown, which is fine. And then these things are kind of cheapish. We have a land, an Edgewall, Innkeeper, and 2 giants. So, feels fine. Oh gosh, what does this do again? Sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card that shares a creature type with sacrifice to... Okay. We don't like this. Sam, I am. We do not like this at all. Okay, so let's go white. We're only playing one red thing. Green. Destroy target. Creature power 4 or greater. Great. Let's split this up a bit. That's a lot of life gain. We're gonna refill our hand here. So this we get to keep. This will go away. So what if we just go like this? And we'll get to redraw our entire hand? This is gonna go away. So let's just play it. I'm spreading out the counters just a little bit because I am thinking that, oh, interesting, okay. Nothing should come back now. Oh, maybe this comes back, actually. I didn't really think about that. We've refilled our hand. We're gonna lose the Edgewall Innkeepers. They have to blow up the board here, I think. So I actually should have just done this first. But we get to draw 3 cards here. Right? So now they have to blow up the board, I think. We get to keep something. Yeah, I should have played this before attacking. Three Edgewall Innkeepers with 2 Skelts is like a crap ton of cards. Holy crap. So many cards. So they could like sacrifice 1, get a thing. I think they win by getting... It's a lot of life gain as well. And then something else comes back. I mean, that's kind of a smaller one. Okay, that's pretty good. So Clarion Spirit. Artful Takedown cost more. They're gonna play the flyer. I want it to take all of their stuff. Gianting the Professor of Symbology is not very good, right? Because then it just comes back when we kill this. So I'm not a huge fan of doing that. Honestly, the correct answer might be... This gets back anything with 4 CMC? Oh, did I crack that and there's no more lands to get? Oh, no. That's real bad. How did I do that? I canceled it? Oh, really? Okay, that was bad then. Okay. Good luck. Thanks. How you doing, Dan? I'm just learning the deck. I don't know how I accidentally canceled this. I was just going through the motions, looking at their sideboard. My brain was at full capacity. It's a lot of life gain you have there. Okay, so Artful Takedown, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is pretty decent. Is this a cleric? Dwarf cleric, boo. So if we kill this first, we can then Artful Takedown. is an option. I'm honestly not sure, like, how crazy this stuff is. This is scary. So we can kill just the fly. I don't even know. Which do we kill first, right? I think we have to kill... We have to kill this first. And get something back, but that's not as bad as killing this and getting another copy of it, right? Because that would be worse. Oh, and yeah, and it's legendary, so that's kind of nice. So it only triggers this thing one time. I have another Bone Crusher Giant, so I shouldn't have auto-tapped the red there. That was pretty bad of me. Their deck is annoying in that their stuff just comes back forever. So, how do we go about making that not the case? So they've gone up a lot in life. Yeah, those initial board clears, man, those hurt. Yeah, these things stacking is just so hard. Like, how do you get enough removal to combat this? The answer is, like, you don't. That thing's just a 5/5? I feel way worse about losing that Artful Takedown now. I don't know if I should want to kill that. Yeah, and they were like, they took a lot of damage in the beginning. I don't even know how, once they get going, they have too much recursion. We have to deal with the same threats over and over and over again. And then they've got that thing to fish them out, whichever piece they're missing, which is pretty busted. If that's the second time I've played against that deck, and both times it felt like the game was like heavily in my favor, and then it wasn't. Now, to be fair, they did have 2 board clears that they were able to use very, very early on in the game. So, like, if they only had 1, it's probably a different story. So anytime a creature-heavy deck like that, you know, runs into that much board clear, we're gonna have problems. I can't publish my YouTube video because it is stuck on processing soon, and I don't know why. Okay. So we'll go here. Oh, maybe I should have just done the green one. No, it's too late now. Yeah, the Sentinel, I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see the Sentinel. I was too busy looking at the YouTube video that won't process. Green, white. All right. Elspeth's Nightmare, yeah. I mean, you know, Magic is often a game of rock, paper, scissors. Of course, any deck that, you know, has Graveyard removal is going to mess that deck up. All right. They don't have a land, but if they find one, we're dead. So, yep. I'm glad we didn't have that happen. We need to survive the long game here. This one is the green one. All right, so then we'll go white. Because we're white and white and green are the two we're likely to need the most of. Great. So they make Toski not block. They can make this thing not block. We take one. We've slowed them down a ton, right? And now they're in a much harder spot to be in here. I probably should have attacked first. I did not before I do this. Worked out okay. Yeah, I'm okay with losing the Edgewall Innkeeper here. This could just be a top-decked Embercleave, which I feel like is pretty probable. Yep. There it is. But, I mean, we kind of have to do that, right? Trying to think if I want to draw an extra card here or play around another haste creature. I think I want to draw a card because we have two giants, or we have giants, and we've got the other card, whatever it's called. Okay, so we don't want that one. We want this and this to block the way. Okay. Great. This is where it all falls apart for them. I actually think I just cast this. I want the draw option, and it makes it so I could tap down whatever's Embercleaved, right? Land Torburin, we still have two 5/5s, which makes this real hard for them. Great. We get to draw a bunch of cards. Shadow down. Jiminy Christmas. We have the giant for the other two, so we'll just leave that be. All right. Woo! This is a bit more of a sketchy hand, but I like this, right? So I'm gonna go green. I'm just gonna get it now just so I don't make mistakes. We do need white, but we need any land is good for us. They shouldn't be able to remove this in these colors. Okay, that's a pretty good card. Giant Killer makes me pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw. And not cast the 1/1 from the Lovestruck Beast. Drawing is great. I love cards. Cards are amazing. We might even just fetch white, cast Edgewall Innkeeper, Lovestruck Beast again. This is the thing that makes flyers cheap, right? Is that the way that works? Creatures with flying cost blah blah blah. Whenever another creature enters a battlefield under your control, gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah. So that thing is kind of annoying, and they actually get pumped up really fast. So Artful Takedown is maybe not even the worst option there. Just to stop them from like comboing off. We also have the Giant Killer. So maybe we just Edgewall Innkeeper, attack, Giant it down. It's the most mana efficient thing to do, I think. They're gonna try to race us with this Sparring and the Watcher, I think. Think they could get +2? Well, it's just one. Oh, they didn't attack. So the Sparring gives them +1 when they attack, right? Which is what I thought would happen. But it didn't. All right, so let's attack with the Lovestruck Beast. I can't imagine they block, but maybe they do. Artful Takedown. Should not have tapped like that. Should have held open the other green. Should have tapped the red. I'm not used to constructed games where you have to pay attention to that kind of stuff. All right, so let's try to hit a land off the Shadow Down. I want more white. If I were to... Yeah. I could have gotten a forest to play the Sentinel this turn, but I don't really want to. Alright, that thing's large. Thankfully it's irrelevant, which I don't know, they know this is in my hand, so not quite sure. So we need 1 white, 1 green, 1 red. Actually, let's go here first. And then here. And then here. All right, so now they just have the inkling. We're in a pretty decent spot. That's fine. So they can then sack, give it indestructible, gain some life, put a counter on it, probably for the next option. But I can't imagine that will be relevant. They're gonna gain, oh, they don't even need to sack it. I forgot about the whatchamacallit. We can block like this and force them to sack. Hey, Wolfpack. How you doing, hun? Welcome, welcome. All right. Moving right along, guys. How was Hammy's doctor visit? So Nerdmom canceled it because he was fine last night and all day today until 10. So she called and canceled. And then Hammy got sick in the afternoon again. So we're going tomorrow. And I told her not to cancel it, even if he's better all night. This is a lot of white cards. That is the wrong modal land. Bert, what's that about? Guys, can you get some hype in the channel? That's awesome. Bert, thank you very, very much. Nerd mom question? Yeah, my mom. I will play Takedown Landside Down, yeah, probably. Against Obosh, I was hoping not to, just because most things will fly under the radar here. Yikes. But yeah, I think we just have to. I suppose I was being a bit greedy. That is a lot of card draw this early in the game. This should be like close-ish to a mirror match. So I could play Toski and send. Feels pretty bad. But if they chump or block 2 for 1, I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, that's actually not the worst, I think. Yeah, I was really hoping to keep it. Like, our deck just doesn't have enough things that remove Obosh. And by that I mean, like, no things. When they put it into their hand, we could try to get it with the Elite Spellbinder, but it's pretty minor. That's a Goldspan Dragon. Awkward. It's the first time I've seen that card. All right, so we definitely kill this. They make a thing. This kind of ruins that, right? Should have attacked first. This is kind of cute. All right, so now I think we Elite Spellbinder to crack the Obosh. Well, first let's attack with this. I'll take it. Their hand is just all lands. So that means they can cast the Obosh this turn, but nothing. Oh, actually, no, they can't even cast it. Oh, wow. Okay. That's way better. I'm just gonna play this even though... Yeah, because this exiles it. You may exile it, and then they can no longer cast it. Wow, what a top deck. Draw 2 free cards. Great top deck for them. Okay, Elite Spellbinder with this thing is actually pretty legit. I didn't see that synergy before when we were looking at the deck. That's awesome. Okay, so this means they can't play the Obosh still, but they can play a second 5/5. So I don't have a land, which makes me a bit sad. I definitely want to play this. But if I double Giant Killer and I miss a land, it feels really bad. We can go like this, where it's like Giant Killer. You can attack first and hit a land. Yeah, I was hoping, do we do the other Giant Killer really greedy like and then attack for 3? All of our lands are untapped lands, so maybe I can be greedy. This is the greedy play for sure. If they block with an Edgewall Innkeeper, I'm kind of okay with it. We have 2 options to draw land. Only needed the 1. I think I need more white. We're gonna slam this Shadow down next turn. Man, this is such a sweet combo against a fellow adventure deck. In addition to the Spellbinder option. Oh, that's cute. That's super cute. That's pretty pog. I'm like worried I'm gonna deck myself at some point, but maybe I should have, instead of casting this, I should have known that they were gonna block the Toski, and then, oh no, because they could crack the Fabled Passage in response, so that wouldn't work. Okay, cool. Probably some sequence of this and something else is a better play, so definitely should have attacked first. Scry top. Scary. So they can definitely crack and make their thing bigger. I'm okay to lose this, I think. They have one unknown. These don't have trample. Yeah, spirit plus something else would have been the better play last turn. Okay, so we go spirit. One, two, three. Okay, so we have enough for this Lovestruck Beast, and then double Artful Takedown, I think. I'm okay with saving this. Artful Takedown. Artful Takedown. I guess if I didn't Artful Takedown, I could have Artful Takedown the Keeper and then Bone Crushed Face. I didn't actually do the math on it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the elephants were tapped, so we probably could have just done it that way. Oh my gosh, this card is great! How is this the first time I've played this against an adventure deck before? We're missing white again. But I'm okay with it. I am certainly okay with it. So we go green. Pretty happy to go here first, in case it's mono red. The Sentinel plays very, very well against the Charger character. Okay, I'm gonna go... How greedy do I need to be? This is not a real card. Okay. I'm not gonna attack for one. I'm gonna do this. Because this can guarantee we get another mana if we miss it. So I think playing this is a bit better. Oh no, it's a mutate deck. Okay. Well. I actually... Because if you kill it in response to the mutate, it still comes into play. So I think I just want to just snap this off right now. So that way it can't, right? They're not likely to be able to cast anything else on 3 that's big and comes in as a mutate creature. They'll probably play like another egg or another like small thing like that. Whatever they mutate is going to get taken down next turn. Hopefully it's just like one mutate. There's quite a few mutates at 4. Like that one. Okay. Bird, you got it. Draw a card. Take down. Take down. Woo! Great. No blocks. Now they have to start the whole process over again. You guys think they have a board clear? I think it's probably worth finding out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. They got a whole lot of nothing. So that prevents them from hitting my Lovestruck Beast and anything else. I mean, I guess it still does, but it takes their entire turn. And then they get domed for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, putting them to 4. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Putting them to 4. I think I don't care too much about 2 damage. I think I'm just going to play the Toski and draw 4 cards. One of the pre-constructed decks? I don't think it was. It's just, you know, a mutate deck, which is fun. You find a lot more homebrews and like fun decks in the standard event than you do on the ladder, which is part of the reason I like it. They top decked a 1-drop. Like a lash type card, I'm assuming. Found my lands. Okay. They block one thing. They say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they're dead. We did it! Woo! We are again missing white land. However, this time we do not have draw mechanics to draw us into it. So, this is getting thrown back. We're playing against a Yorion deck, so we want to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, I imagine, as well. I think I might take a little bit of a break from Magic after this standard event, because my YouTube video is not processing, so I think I need to start it over. I'm not happy about it, but I think I need to. And I worked my butt off to get it ready for this morning. Catan. The problem is that the stream is going to lag a bunch. So the Sentinel fixes, right? So next turn, we'll actually be able to cast... If we draw a white source, it would be really good. But if not, we can just play the Sentinel or the Clarion Spirit second, which is fine-ish. That's a tapped white source, not happy about it. Okay, this is maybe not a real deck. Great, this worked out fantastic. So now we go Clarion Spirit, tap it for 1 green, and play Edgewall Innkeeper, trigger the Clarion Spirit. Phoenix Rose, that's not true, because I actually do have another computer, but it's trash. I probably couldn't edit anyway. But the upload speed on my internet is the bigger concern. Okay, what did they do? They just brought that into their hand. Okay. So I think I just go like this. And like this. And then dome them for 3. And then we just go off. With Toski. And just refill our hand. Yeah, it's the issue of uploading to YouTube and to the stream at the same time, right? I want to draw 2 more cards more than I want to play this Innkeeper, I think. Nice. We're back to our starting hand, so even if they have a board clear, doesn't even matter. And just like that, we're back to a fat board. I'm glad Toski survived the board clear. Turtle's not gonna do it. So let's go takedown and Skelds. Get it, Toski. Let's go. Let's go. Discard cards. More? How many cards do I have to discard? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I thought it was good. I didn't see it pop up. That's why I was like, what is happening? Ew, that's a little gross. I honestly wasn't expecting an ultimatum, though I should have been. So I probably should have cast the Spellbinder last turn. Can we still kill them through both of these? I think I can. So let's put that on the bottom. Because I can kill the Vorinclex, and then we just send, right? So we kill Vorinclex so we can put counters on stuff. And then we... What cards are going away is the real question. Toski, Artful Takedown. Maybe I should have tried to Artful Takedown the thing instead. I need to kill them in a turn, right? All my stuff untaps, but they can flicker the Korra, which is the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have enough. When they flicker the Korra, it... Oh no, it went away. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. X-proof. To top. Kill your blocker. Put a counter. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Vorinclex put an additional counter on the Saga, making it too late for the Yorion to flicker it. If they flickered it and like locked down all my creatures again, we would just be dead. Ooh, I should have made it a white. Do we win? They could like lash this down. It's actually Xaxes if they have a 1-drop removal spell. All right, how's the deck doing? X1, whatever we are. 5-1. Hot damn. Free gold, free cards. All right, both colors. What's up? So this is probably going to be like maybe the Gruul Snow Forest. Okay. So that's like there is a scary card that does something with that. Serpent. Huh. I am like scared. What's gonna happen? I will kill this. And then they're gonna play their Lovestruck Beast. And I'm going to punch this in the face. So they can't attack me, hopefully, fingers crossed. Huh. I'm also just gonna do this. I'm scared of their deck, so when they're tapped out, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, they're getting to draw. It's pretty nice. Scoos! Scoozes are scary. I don't like those at all. All right, so I'm gonna go Lovestruck Beast because we know we've got Toski coming down. All right, you got it. So we go 1, 2, 4. We go Toski. I'm gonna attack with this. It does mean that their Scavenging Ooze next turn can block, which if it blocks at that point, I'm fine with it. They're running low on cards, but they have the Edgewall Innkeeper and I don't. We need a Shadow Down or a Keeper sooner rather than later. I can actually tap down the Scoos so that way they have to chump something. And then we can also get a giant killer, right? Which would end our troubles. I like playing this and getting this because I want to keep this for the Edgewall Innkeeper, I think. Because we need to draw one way or another because they're going to outpace us. They have creatures that are lands and they've got a draw engine on the board. So that destroys an enchantment, which, oh god, this is actually trampling. That's scary. No blocks. All right, so we've got a couple of options here, right? We could tap this down and take a little bit more damage. We actually don't take that much damage, and I want to draw. Because we could play a 5/5. Or maybe we just draw removal for one of these, which would be nice. So let's play a 5/5. Do I let them keep this? Or try to kill this? I think we try to kill that. The chances of them top decking a, you know, adventure. Okay. Okay, so they're not going to attack. I could giant this. We're probably going to Scald next turn, giving us 4 mana. All right. Artful Takedown, there it is. Awesome. So we can Artful Takedown the 6/6 because we don't want to kill the Gem Grazer first. Oh no, we don't have enough mana to tap it. So what if he doesn't block? Can he kill us on the crackback? This doesn't have trample. Can't imagine they can kill us on the crackback. Oh, actually, I can tap it down. Yeah, if they don't block, we actually can use the Sentinel to produce white. Great. Shadow Down gets there. Woo! All right, last one, guys. Maybe 2 more if we lose. We're 6-1 with this deck. Free gold and collection building cards. Sure. So what's the common card here? We don't need red unless we have the white. So that means we have to cast this one for green, I think. And we've got the Jasper, so it's not as important regardless, but I think the white is more important in the deck in general. That works too. Ryome, you say? This draws. I like drawing. It is a final boss, yeah. We have potentially 2 final bosses. I'm glad I decided to draw. Great. We could cast all of these things. Fantastic. I don't want to lose this either. And then, rather than play these, I think we just play the next Shadow down. Board clear would suck, but like, it's not the end of the world. Trades? God, Shadow down into Toski is just such a beating. It's like nuts. So what's our worst case scenario here? It's like the bounce card, right? So this is definitely coming out. I think we Giant Killer and so that would mean you lose your Toski if you don't cast it now. I think I might be okay with that, but maybe you're right. Yeah, who knows? Let's do it. And it'll refill our hand too. Ah, the Brazen Borrower. Yeah, that's the thing I was saying was our worst option. A Shadow down. OMG. Dragon, huh? I don't think he gets an extra one when we attack, so. Do I just Skeld and assert dominance? Or just go ham on board? They could have another Brazen Borrower, which would really suck. Draw with it first? Well, we have the Shadow down triggers, so I don't know if I want to draw first. Normally, yes. Yeah, I think we just commit here. Just kill this thing. They get another token, but it's fine. Another Brazen Borrower kind of messes this up, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. I love drawing cards. Drawing cards is so much fun. It's like amazing. An Ugin. Uh-oh. It's a really good thing we drew a Bone Crusher. What if they have another hard counter spell? Shouldn't matter. Okay, so let's do this first and see what they have. And then we will bone crusher them for Xaxes. They did have it, but they didn't have enough mana, so that's fine. Boop. Just a little snoot boop. Heyo. Yeah, Ugin was scary, but not that scary. Awesome, guys. Our first constructed event in a very, very long time. What'd you think of the deck? I had a lot of fun playing it. We got a lot of free gold and a lot of free cards. This is a really, really good way for you guys to be building your collections if that's what you're trying to do. Let's take one more quick look at the deck. Talk about anything we didn't notice originally, like this this sweet 1/3 that synergizes insanely well with the Elite Spellbinder and against any adventure deck, which is nuts. Also, like, is against the Shadow Down of the Skald. Like, this is kind of a sweet tech card that kind of obliterates a ton of decks, and I just did not see that coming at all. You know, because I'm a constructed pleb, so I mean, I'm sure that's a common thing people are used to, but I'm not, so I thought it was neat. Shadow Down, obviously, when you get them in multiples, they just steamroll you into so much good value. The only deck that we lost to was the deck that got more value than us, the one that just could recur infinite creatures. So, all right, that is the end of this. Max wins, so I hope you guys decide to craft it, check it out, and get yourself some free cards as well. See you guys in the next video. Bye! I'd like to give a special thank you to those of you who have signed up for our Patreon. I couldn't make this content without you. Also to Cool Stuff Inc. and KMC Sleeves for supporting the channel as well. Definitely check them out and use our discount codes to support the channel.